today. I'm actually just going to do what you did and make sure that it's on. Okay, cool. Team, there's a few things that are happening today that I want to just give you a heads up on so that you're not surprised. The first thing that's happening is that we're checking our slant, making sure that we're fully engaged. Hands are flat or folded, back straight, and eyes tracking me. Thank you so much. The first thing that's happening is I'm in grad school. As I know, a lot of you knew that Ms. Bhattacharjee and Mr. Berkowitz were a few years ago, and so that's what I'm filming for. So just be yourselves, act natural. It's for me to learn by watching, and again, hands flat, please. And it's for me to improve, to see what I can do better to help you learn. The next thing that's happening is that we're going to be having a visitor. I think that you may have probably picked up that something's a little bit different today. So again, just act as you normally do. But I just want to give you a heads up that someone may be coming into this room, and just to continue with your work. The next thing, team, is that I noticed on Mardi Gras Day, what happened was that even though that was the first time that we'd seen each other in 3 weeks, you were all super engaged, and I thought that was because you had the beads to look forward to and that they were more tangible than merits. Although you feel merits, you may not see them. So I have a sweet treat for you. It's actually hiding in that closet right now. But that will be awarded to the students who really push themselves throughout the lesson. You try, I should see a smile when I say sweet treat. No? Okay. Who push themselves throughout the lesson to give higher level college thinking responses, and who have a full exit ticket by the end of it. So once again, just wanted to say those are a few quick hits. But team, really, I'm so excited to be back with you today. You all brighten up my day, and I was talking in the teacher workroom earlier about how so excited I am to see you. I feel like it's been forever, and hopefully this can happen more often. So we're going to be diving into Lord of the Flies, our class text, and we're going to be diving into chapter 2, and we're going to be focusing specifically on how Golding uses specific diction for his purpose. And so we're going to find out what that purpose is today and what diction he uses. Ultimately, this will help us to decipher how the boys' perspective of each other on the island is being developed, which creates a great deal of tension. So we're looking for the boys' perspective of each other and Golding's diction. We want to begin with a quick review. Go ahead and flip to page 31, either in the next 5, 4, I see many of you are already there, in 3. You're just flipping to 31, we're going to review a little bit. Be there in 2, and be there in 1. Team, there's a short paragraph right here. Please underline that short paragraph. It starts with "they knew very well why he had it." Please underline the entire short paragraph. And while you're underlining, reread it to yourself. You have 10 seconds, team. And finish up in 3, in 2, in 1. Check me. Thank you. What event is being described in that paragraph? Kayla.
Cut it into me.
Cut what into? Give me the full idea of what's happening.
They are cutting the knife into the meat that they're going to eat.
Okay, and what happened before in that passage, Renique?
You mean like throw the thing?
Yeah, think back to the top of page 31. What happened to make them want to cut something into slices?
The thing that happened was that he noticed that the knife
Help him out, Rexa.
I don't understand.
Just think back to your homework reading last time. And what happened with the pig? What happened with the meat, the pig? Yeshaya.
They did they like chase the pig and like they cut it up to eat it?
Yeah, definitely. So on page 31, Jack and the boys encounter a pig in the woods, and Jack is going to kill the pig. What does this scene and ultimately the quote, and this is the quote, Jack drew his knife again with a flourish. What does the scene and the quote reveal about Jack? You can think about it for a few seconds. So what does this quote reveal about Jack? Daniel.
The quote this quote reveals Jack that the quote reveals Jack about how he's like hungry and he wants to cut the meat so that they can eat it.
Yeah, Yeshaya, build on that, please.
It makes sure like Jack, he's eager to survive, and he's like, you know, she's acting a little bit less civilized. Like.
Okay, I like that you guys are brainstorming things, that he's hungry, that he's less civilized, that he wants to survive. Does Jack end up killing the pig, Radcliffe?
Yes.
He does. Respond to that, Tavon.
No, he doesn't.
Right, so what could that tell us about Jack's character if he doesn't end up killing the pig?
He's kind of like, he's not like, he's not gonna be the person that kills something, or he's not, he's kind of sensitive, I don't know.
Yeah, he's kind of sensitive. Give me another word to describe him. Daniel.
He's kind of inscrutable.
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 Okay, that's a new vocab word. Remind me what that means?
It means impossible to understand or interpret.
Okay, so Jack's not impossible to understand because we're understanding him right now, right? So we said that he's sensitive. What else is he? Tavon.
I think he shows pity on the pig.
What?
I think he should. I think that Jack shows pity on the pig.
Pity on the pig, definitely. And that killing a pig might end up being too brutal for Jack's sensitive personality. So let's make an inference. Why wouldn't Jack want to kill the pig? Knowing all about Jack, why wouldn't he want to kill him? See, 4 hands, definitely. Love this engagement. Track running.
Jack wouldn't want to kill the pig because he's a nice person and he doesn't want to kill. You know, he doesn't want to kill.
Okay, so we're saying he's a nice person. What would be a better characteristic that would support this? What else do we know about Jack? Tavon.
We know that Jack is an acquired.
Okay, that wouldn't really go along with this. Yeshaya.
So like, although Jack wants to survive, like he doesn't want to be violent and become uncivilized. Like he just wants to go through this like peacefully.
So what we're looking for, team, is we're looking for that he's still a kid, right? That he's still young, and so he still has a lot of his morals, and that's what we're looking for. Radcliffe.
But like, being a kid, like kids will still kill a pig, you know? Like that doesn't change the difference between being an adult and a child.
Actually, it does.
So there's a little bit of a difference. We can't go on it too much, but just want to explain. So a lot of adults, as you grow older, and Radcliffe, you're not there yet, and definitely cherish this time. Tavon, hands. Thank you, Kayla. So as you grow older, sometimes adults, there's this saying, you gotta do what you gotta do and to survive. And so adults kind of create this apathy sometimes for things that they don't want to do. And so if they don't think it's right, they just kind of block themselves from feeling it, whereas kids definitely are still open to those feelings, and that's what makes you guys also wonderful. But that's just some off-topic explanation. So team, before we dive into the focus question today, we're going to start with a quick proficiency update. This is really important, so I need all eyes. Hands, please. Team, I know we all want to earn that sweet treat. So let's keep up this effort. I know that you're tired and stuff, but I know that you can do it. On IA3, we had 38% proficiency on the standard of POV point of view as a small group. I know that might seem like a stretch to get it all the way up to 70%, but I have total confidence in you that each of you can get there. To do so, what we'll do is today we're going to put in a lot more effort, and it's going to be a lot more rewarding as well. I will award merits to those people who are putting in high levels of effort and high level thinking, and we're going to update you at the end of class with our new proficiency percent based on your class today, so you can just see your proficiency rise day to day, especially on this standard. What page should we turn to right now? Tavon. Page 32, definitely, at the beginning of chapter 2. Go ahead and take 10 seconds to write your focus question at the top of this page. Alright, so you finish getting that focus question down in the next 4 seconds. And finish up in 3, 2, and 1. Pencils down, tracking me. Waiting on one pencil. Thanks, Kayla. Team, what should we underline for as we read? Daniel.
Diction.
Diction, definitely. What else should we underline? Kayla.
You should underline the addiction and how the addiction increases the attention.
Yeah, so evidence that specifically relates to our focus question, definitely. What should we write at the bottom of each page? Ranik.
Nope.
What kind of note?
Not about the tension.
About the what?
Focus question.
Right. Yes. Notes related to our focus question and central idea notes. So let's start off. Pencils tracking the top of the chapter. Proud voice, Ranik.
By the time Ralph finished blowing the platform was crowded. There was differences between this meeting and the one held in the one held in the morning. The afternoon sun slanted from the other side of the platform, and most of the children, feeling too late, the smart of the sunburn, had put their clothes on. The quiet.
Ralph sat on
The choir.
The choir, noticeably less of a group, had discarded their clothes. Ralph sat on the fallen trunk, his left side of the sun. On his right were most of the choir. On his left, the latter boys who had not known each other before the evacuation. Before him, small children scattered in the grass.
Radcliffe.
silence now. Ralph lifted the cream and pink shell to his knees, and sudden breeze scattered light over the platform.
Kayla.
He was uncertain whether to stand up or remain sitting. He looked sideways to his left toward the bathing pool. Piggy was sitting there, but giving no help.
Ishaya.
Ralph cleared his throat. Well then, all at once he found he could talk fluently and explain what he had to say. He passed a hand through his fair hair and spoke.
Tavon. We're on an island.
We're on an island. We've been on the mountaintop and seen water all around. We saw no houses, no smoke, no footprints, no boats, no people. We're on an uninhabited island. With no other people on it. Jack broke in.
We're going to pause there, team. Pencils increase in 3, in 2, in 1. You have a chance to go back and underline diction that Golden uses to describe the land. Go ahead and take 15 seconds to just underline the specific diction that Golden uses to describe the land. And finish up in 3, finish up in 2, and finish up in 1. What diction did you have, Tavon?
I said that Golden said the island was inhabited.
Uninhabited. Definitely, that explains it. What else, Renique?
No houses, no smoke, no footprints, no boats, and no people.
Definitely. What else?
Afternoon sun slanted.
Afternoon sun slanting. What else did it say right after that describes the island? Daniel.
That describes the island. The says the
Kayla.
They said that it was so hot that the kids had to put their clothes back on.
What does it say right before that? Renique.
The difference between a meeting and one that held in the morning.
Team, it says smart sunburn, and I know that we're not used to that word smart used in that way. Just need that 100% engagement. Team, we're gonna zoom in on the word smart sunburn. Were they expecting the sunburn?
Mm-hmm.
Tavon.
I don't think they were expecting sunburn at first because if you remember in most of the previous readings that we had, all the time when they were out, it was nice out and yeah.
Right, so what does this convey about the island if they weren't expecting this to happen? Yeshaya?
I mean, I guess, it's connected, about Ralph, how he was hot, so they have to, figuratively, they're, fighting against the island.
So, Yeshaya says that they're figuratively fighting against the islands. Interesting. Respond to that, Keela.
It probably means that the island is unpredictable and you don't know if it will be nice or if it will be hot outside or if it will be cool.
Keila, definitely. There's this. I love how we all together as a team zoomed in on Smart Sunburn and saw that the island, that this contributed to the island being unpredictable. Island is unpredictable. And how did the kids react to the sunburn? Yeshaya.
I'm not shy.
Sorry, Radcliffe.
They put their clothes back on because they didn't want to get any more. They didn't want to get any more sunburns. I don't know.
Go ahead.
The children squatted in the grass.
Okay, so you're saying that they squatted in the grass, that they put their clothes back on. Team, what I'm really asking is, how did the kids feel about the sunburn? How are they reacting to the island's unpredictability? How are they reacting to the island's unpredictability? Renique.
I don't think they liked it because it was unexpected, and it just came out of nowhere. Cause it's the evidence that Daniel said, and yeah.
Team, this is really key. If the island's unpredictable, Tavon, go ahead.
I think that they're used to the island being unpredictable because, out of most of the situations that they've been in, I think they know that there's still a lot of stuff that the island is problematic for us.
Okay, so Tavon's saying that they're used to the island being unpredictable. Were they prepared with sunscreen for the sunburn pretty much? Were they prepared? No. So how do you think that they're reacting to the island's unpredictability? Kayla.
They're probably surprised.
Okay, so we're saying that the kids are surprised. How else may they be feeling? Radka.
It might also be feeling unprepared.
Okay, they could be feeling unprepared. Yeshaya.
That makes me feel like they're not going to survive in the island.
Okay, so question of survival. So survival in question. Daniel.
I think they are not happy.
So they're not pleased. And Radcliffe.
I want to answer with the Shine's answer. What's
Survival.
So they think that they're not going to be able to survive. They don't have the tools to survive.
Oh. May not have tools. And that also goes with being unprepared, correct? Team, so let's just stamp our learning. Their perspective, the island is unpredictable. The island is,
Unpredictable.
we're going to do that again. The island is,
Unpredictable.
and they may feel unprepared to handle it. We are going to continue on our own. Team, we just established an important idea, the boys' perspective on the island. We're going to continue with shared reading, but make sure that you have your independent reading focus question on the next page. You have 10 seconds to write the next focus question on the next page. You have 5 more seconds. 4. Come on, do the headache. Do the headache. Okay. Then finish up in what? Finish up in 3. Finish up in 2. And finish up in 1 minus 2. And we'll be after the academy, so I just want you to check it, alright? Let's keep going. Right where we left off, tracking to Kayla's voice. All the time. All the same.
All the same, you need an army for hunting pigs. Yes, there are pigs on the island. All 3 of them try to convey the sense of the pink live thing struggling in the creepers.
We saw squealing. It broke away before I could kill it. But next time, Renique.
Oh yeah. Jack slammed his knife into a truck and looked around challengingly. The meeting settled down again. So you see, said Ralph, we need hunters to get us meat. And another thing, he lifted the shell up on his knees and looked around the unslashed faces. There aren't any grown-ups. We shall have to look after ourselves.
Ourselves. The meeting remained and was silent. And another thing, we can't have everybody talking at once. We'll have to have hands up, like a school. He held the
Conch shell.
He held the conch before his face and glanced round the mouth. Then I'll give him the conch.